Hi friends, Jen the Money Medium here. How are you today? It's a brand new day. The earth is bursting with life, all kinds of beautiful things happening, and that's what I'm here to focus on. What's really become really a strong knowing for me during the last few months is understanding how powerful our minds are. And you guys know that's where I come from. That's what I'm always talking about. But a lot of people are jumping into this sort of zone, and we're seeing more of it. And the Wim Hof method, I've been taking that on as well. And I hope that everybody, I talk to a lot of people over the run of a month, over the run of a year. And what I've heard over and over again from people before this period of time unfolded was that they felt like they couldn't fully take care of themselves because they didn't have time, right? They didn't have time to make the smoothies. They didn't have time to exercise. They didn't have time to meditate. They didn't have time to have a relationship like they wanted. And here is the thing. We've all been given time over the last couple of months. What have you done with the time that you've been given? Have you done what you always thought you would do? Have you taken better care of yourself than you did when you thought you didn't have time? You see, the other part of this is that we always think it's some sort of universal law that we always want what we think we can't have or what we don't have, right? So when people don't have time, they want more time. And they come up with all kinds of reasons why they need more time. When they're given time, all they can focus on is needing to be busy again. So when you understand the difference, or you understand that you can actually create all of that with your mind, you can create more time. You can create busyness. When you realize that you are the creator of your experience of life, your reality, then there really isn't any more excuses. There's no more waiting time. There's no more need to be complaining about things. And I'm sure a lot of you are seeing people out there as well that are constant complainers. No matter what's happening, no matter how good things get or how bad things get, their level of complaining is always the same. And complaining does not move anybody forward. It doesn't help with anything. It doesn't fix anything. It doesn't solve anything. It might help you feel like you're being heard on some strange level. But if you really want to be heard, complaining's not the way to do it. If you want to be heard, do something about what you want to be heard about. Make some noise, get loud about it. And so I want to bring this back to money because I've stayed pretty silent. I haven't done many videos. I've been working within my groups of people and still sharing a lot there and with my clients, but because I wanted to see how this was gonna unfold and how things were gonna be taken care of. Now, it's so funny because before the government started to roll out money, I actually wrote a whole thing about how I thought it should go, how the money should be rolled out, how people should be taken care of according to my values and morals. And most of that has come and unfolded. And that makes me really happy for two reasons. Partially because I think, wow, I carried that thought. And I'm not saying, I have the ability to control how things unfold across the world. But on another level, yes, we do. And the more collectively we hold thoughts consciously, the more co-creative we get to the world that we truly want to live in, right? And the world is, I'm going to be really positive here. The world is actually a really awesome place. There's a lot of wonderful things in place. There's a lot of systems and things that need to be changed. But those system things don't change unless we step up. Doesn't change from complaining. It changes from stepping up. And money becomes a part of that still, where we are right now in our human evolution. Money is still a big part of how we exchange value. It might not be even 10, 15, 20 years down the road. There might be a whole different kind of currency and exchange of value. But right now, we still use money. And you're a valuable player in this world. And I want to feel like everybody knows how to take care of themselves. Being sort of a sovereign money person, knowing that you can take care of your own money and you can make your own money is a very important part of my mission. Because once people realize that they can show up and make money doing anything, we're just putting together a millionaire mindset course for children, for parents to use when they're bringing up children, because we don't need the same patterning that we've had for a very long time being passed down to our children. And if you notice right now, millennials and after, like the younger children now, they're pretty free-spirited. They're pretty independent. They understand that they can make things happen. They're very co-creative, and we want to put that programming into them that anything is possible, that they can accomplish anything, that they can do anything, that their minds are very powerful, that money is something that's an exchange and it's easy. Because for so long it's been told and passed down and reprogrammed in that money is hard, and that money is the root of all evil, and that money doesn't come with ease, that it's, really hard work. And we're kind of done hard work, aren't we, on a collective level? Like, I know I've had periods in my life where I've worked physically very hard, where I've worked mentally very hard, and I don't care to ever go back to those ways. And I want that for everyone, right? I want life to feel easy. And wouldn't it be great if artificial intelligence came in and took over some of those jobs that nobody really wants to do? Who really wants to clean toilet bowls in public restaurants like a McDonald's or public areas, Wouldn't it be great if robots could take that over? There's many things that humans, it doesn't satisfy their soul what they're spending 8, 10 hours a day doing. In fact, it eats away at their soul because they're not actually doing what they've been put here to do. So all kinds of wonderful things are unfolding, and I'm holding the space for that because I believe that collectively, if we can lift the blinds from focusing in dark places, from focusing in helpless places, from focusing, people are going down some dark rabbit holes. None of us know if any of them are true, but it's where you're putting your focus. Focus inward and begin listening to yourself rather than listening to everything from outside of you. If you're meditating, but you're constantly listening to somebody else to meditate, not that that's a bad thing. A lot of people listen to my meditations and I love that. But make sure every once in a while, without guidance, without any outward source, you're tuning into your truth. That's the only way you'll ever really know what your knowings are, what your truths are, what you truly want, what makes you feel really good. Because I want you to feel vibrant. I want to feel vibrant. I want to feel lit up about life. I want to feel abundant. I want to feel safe, secure, taken care of. But that doesn't come from anything outside of me. The deepest states of happiness, joy, abundance, security, magic, alchemy, they come from inside of you. And unless you're tuning in there, often you're ripping yourself off. So I wanted to put a little challenge out there. Just a simple little 5-minute. I challenge you for as long as you can go. You know, this doesn't need to end after 20 days or a week, or not. This should be something you do every day for the rest of your life if you can. Make it part of what makes you you in your life every day. Become habitual at tuning in to yourself. And I'd rather call it that. I'd rather say tune into yourself for 5 minutes every day without any outward influence, and see what starts to rise up. This isn't about trying to completely quiet your mind. I think that's pretty impossible to do for long periods of time. Our minds are busy and filled with information that they want to give us. So don't take this on like trying to quiet the mind or shut it up or stop it from thinking, because that's its job. This is about tuning into your knowing, listening to your intuition, listening to what's inside of you, listening to what you believe, what your morals are, what your values are. And then you'll start to see that popping up. You know, tune into who you want to be as a money person in the world. How do you want to be with money? You, individually, you, without outside influence, right? I was reading in the book that's really going around. Oh my goodness, forgive me, I don't have it here right now and I've forgotten the author's name, but it is Untamed. And she talks about how a woman that she knew, it's a big story, but anyway, wanted to rent a beach house for her family because whenever anybody posted online about their families being at beach houses, they always seemed joyful and happy and free and connected. But she got the idea of renting a beach house, even though it was going to put her in a pretty good debt place, right? That would bring happiness, that would bring connection, that would bring joy to her family. And I never recommend that people go into debt. Save for what you want. Have the money first, right? It doesn't mean you never use your credit a little bit, but have money first. That's empowering. So what she realized was she ended up getting a basket and got her family to all put their phones and devices in this basket for an hour every evening. And they would make dinner together and clean up together and eat together during that hour. And for the $2 basket, it ended up bringing her and her family the connection, the joy, the love, the connectedness, the peace that she felt was missing, that she thought rental of a beach house would give her, she didn't need to rent the beach house. She just needed to create a way to connect in her life now as it is. And it unfolded beautifully. And then she didn't, then long term, you don't need to keep going on vacations to get away from your life. You create the life you want in your life. Then your vacations and your travel are truly a blessing and a desire unfolding. So just remember that you're the creator. You can create anything, and the most powerful part of that is your mind. And the coolest part about that is that you have the ability to think what you want to think, but at least consciously choose it. Choose what's going in. Choose to spend time with yourself so that you can hear what you are. And then go and share that. Don't just keep regurgitating other people's stuff. Thoughts for the day. It's good to be back. Lots of love to you all. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed. Lots of appreciation to that. And yes, leave us a comment. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a like. If you have any questions or you'd like me to talk about something or channel something for you, let me know in the comments and I will do my best to do that. Lots of love. Keep enjoying your life. Be powerful in it. Be creative. Lots of love. I'm Jen the Money Medium.